What's going on, family? Welcome back to the next chapter of Sobriety. Today, we're digging into something deep: how sobriety changes your identity. Because when you leave addiction behind, you don't just stop using, you start rediscovering who you really are. For a long time, addiction gave us a label. Maybe we were the party friend, the unreliable one, or the person who always needed help. In sobriety, we strip those labels off, and that we can feel both free and it can feel scary at times too. So it's a freeing feeling because you don't have to be that person with that mask anymore. But then when we take that mask off, who are we? I'll give you a good example of that. I grew up. I got put on a gang at a younger age in my teens, and that gang identity took over who I was going to be as an adult. Because since I was a teen when I got put on this gang, when I became an adult, that's the personality I developed. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to sobriety, I didn't know who Avram was, and I had to learn who Avram was. And I still walked around kind of with that gang identity, and I had to lose that. I had to lose that label, and even the people that addressed me as such, as that street name, I had to get rid of some of those folks too. There's probably one or two I still speak to, but I really don't go around none of them today. It's just no reason for me to do so. But you might feel lost at first, wondering who are you without the chaos. But this is where the real growth starts. You get to rebuild your identity based on your values, not your habits. You're no longer defined by what you escaped through, but what you created, that peace, that clarity, that purpose. This is your chance to try new things, reconnect with passions, and step into versions of yourself you were always meant to be. So there's a lot of different things we want to do with our lives that didn't involve addiction or anything circled around it. Criminal activity. I don't think none of us, when we was kids, they asked us who we wanted to be or what we wanted to be, we said we wanted to be addicts. That's just, maybe some of us was thinking about becoming drug dealers or gang bangers. That's a possibility. I knew some young friends that was thinking like that because that's what they'd seen growing up. But ultimately, we had some real values and passions we wanted to do in life. We just wasn't able to achieve those things because addiction held us back. Ultimately, held ourselves back. So now that we're sober, we have the the time and the mentality to be able to tackle some of those things and complete some of those things in our lives. Now, I'll be honest, like me, I was going to go to the Navy. Why? Because I'm not the best swimmer. I can survive in deep water, but I'm not the best swimmer. But for whatever reason, I was gonna go to the Navy. You know what I'm saying? But behind me catching some cases that came and gone. You know what I'm saying? So there's some things that we probably can't do no more. But that doesn't mean the window is always shut or the doors. We just gotta take a different door or find a different career. But it's out there. I have a great one today. So this is your chance to try new things, reconnect with those passions, and just like step into who you was meant to be. Sobriety doesn't just move what's toxic; it reveals what's true. You're not who you were in addiction. You're becoming someone stronger, more grounded, and more you. Keep going. The world is waiting on the real version of you. So let's stand up and rise. And as always, guys, thank you for listening and stay clean.